Generally, it is not a good idea to plug 9 or 12 volts straight into your ESP32 as it may very well fry your board, especially if you use the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi functions of it. Well, then you may ask, how the heck do I even plug it in and how do I power it if I don't want to use a USB connection? Well, it is kind of simple yet difficult in a way. Simple if you have the right components, say a power supply board, one that you get from various kits like this. I got it from an Arduino copy kit. It is not Arduino exactly, it is a Lego Uno R3 I got from Amazon for around 15 euros if I can remember correctly, and you can plug in a USB connection or a 9 volts battery and it will convert it to 5 volts, which is much safer for the ESP32. But if you do not have this power supply, you may try to do something a bit differently and perhaps get a bunch of AA batteries or AAA batteries and plug them into this thingy that you can get from AliExpress, but that may not be too great of an idea, as you can still quite easily fry your board if you don't measure the current or voltage that can be running from those, as you should always check the voltage using a multimeter. Doesn't matter if you know for sure that it is 5 volts, it is better to check it, as you seriously don't want to fry your board even if it is relatively cheap. Though if you do have a power supply or some other way to step down the voltage from 9 or 12 volts into a manageable 5 volts, then you simply need to take your ESP32, find the WIN and GND pins and plug them in. It is really that simple and you can find them quite easily. So you might ask, why can't I just plug into 9 volts or 12 volt battery straight into ESP32, as the documentations do say that you can plug in up to 15 volts and ESP32 would still be fine. Well, it mostly comes down to how the ESP32 deals with excessive voltage, as it turns it into heat, and here's the formula for how it does that. As you can see, it is quite simple. You probably learned it in high school and you can apply it to nearly everything. Here's a few examples of how you can do it, and you can pause the video now to inspect them a bit more. But basically, the bigger the voltage, the bigger the Celsius or Fahrenheit you will reach. So you should minimize the excessive voltage, as you're just wasting your battery's power to turn them into heat, and you just don't want to do that. So either you step it down beforehand into 5 volts or you just get a power supply. I mean, these are very cheap.